swear, not on that.
I said that same shit.
My entire body is burning up. I just
I'm
don't know.
AC now.
Eh?
AC, I mean, don't even
Yeah,
have AC
you
here.
go and
there's no AC in
buy
this
portable AC now.
Let
Buy
me tell you,
something.
see, if there's anybody
buy
in this
fan.
world that should not be talking to me about AC, Kali should be the last person.
Why? AC, Jare.
Buy
Let me tell you something.
cooler, that fan we get ice.
Last year, it was as if we wrote letter to Nigeria High Commission to beg Kali to put AC. Kali did not, even up to now, Kali has not even still put that AC.
Doing in the
Kali,
house.
do you have AC in your car? It's a valid question now.
As per winding down.
Buy car now, no.
You don't want me.
Very soon.
That what?
I don't.
He said someone that don't have car.
Someone that's really driving car. You don't know the kind of car he's driving. V-boot. That one that I don't know to call it.
He's being driven.
No. He's driving a human car. You still don't understand. Your brain is very dumb.
I say he's being driven, meaning that I don't driving him. He can't drive
Someone that they
anymore.
can park him anywhere.
He just-
They cannot even put that thing on the bus.
What a way for you guys to start whatever. Man, but like I'll be honest, man. Like I'm actually done with the entire summer bee, like already. Like
You're tired.
You hate.
I dislike
you hate
heat. I did not
summer.
come to this country for heat, bro.
Yeah, the heat never even hit me.
So what
sha.
did you come for?
I came here for this cold, man.
I can't hear my voice, though.
I can't. I can't. But it's everybody's voice is a bit low. So it's better than this most times. Do better.
I don't come here for this thing now. I don't come here for heat, bro. Like literally, like I'm actually like very, very disgusted right now. Definitely. Like I'm done. It's tiring. But yeah, how you guys faring?
Man, this week has been a tough week for me. I lost my cards, my ID card, and my...
Lost or it got stolen? They're two different things.
So, allegedly, it got stolen. Went to the gym, put my bag in the locker, came back, my bag was open.
Are you serious?
For real?
Yeah, but you should know that though. You didn't lock it, obviously.
didn't lock it,
Yeah, not everybody. It's common sense. You can't put your bag in the
But
locker.
then somebody now went there and just.
What are you doing as if you just arrived?
They never do me this kind of strong thing for Nigeria before, man.
Are you serious?
Like, for years, they do me.
Oh, I remember that you lived
So
in...
did you get it? Are you? Did you get
Well, I'll get everything back, but I mean, that's
I don't
till
understand. What's your question?
the week.
it? Like, maybe,
But I
Of course, like, they
recovered
don't move
maybe they
anything.
returned it.
No. They didn't steal anything else. They didn't steal my laptop.
But why did they now? What did they take the wallet for?
That's the issue.
But your card, your debit and credit card.
Yeah,
were
they
there.
took it,
Okay,
yeah.
maybe that's.
But
I think they'll return it.
I hope so.
Did you?
You know why?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I set myself up.
Let me tell you. There's a card you take the ATM. You have to return it with compensation for the owner.
but yeah, man, that's how my week has gone. Man. I was a bit down, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
bro.
back
Like,
up now.
It's life, man.
listen,
You're back up.
again, like already to apologize once more. Like, bro. So I was supposed to go somewhere with him on Friday. Of course, I called you to get something, and this one told me, "Oh, this happened."
it didn't fly.
I know. So, like, I was exhausted that Friday. Slept. Even though I set alarm, I went back.
So that Friday was supposed to provide you some comfort, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
No vex. No vex.
Now small,
But you've been all around town. Like a couple of weeks ago, you were in Montreal.
Yeah.
And then you've been telling me about the Congolese things and the French things.
I feel like if you've not been to Montreal, you should go. I think there was even F1 last week, and it was in Montreal.
Oh,
last
Montreal
weekend.
Grand Prix.
Yeah, it was last weekend. We went the week before that. We should have gone maybe in that last week. But
So,
yeah.
I remember
Still had fun.
January. No. Okay, so February, Akin's asking me, yeah, where are all the babes in this city?
Okay. So
Where are the fine girls in this city?
let me take a step back.
Where are the fine girls
Let me
in
take a
this
step
Canada?
back.
And then now Akin is like, oh, I beg. I just want to see only ugly girls. Is there too much?
I swear, man. Too many fine girls, man. It's even confusing at some point.
You go to UW now. What do you expect?
But that's not even the case. Let's be honest, guys.
I don't think that's the case, Sha.
The babes there are not even that.
Babes in UW are not.
I know what that.
I'm dead serious.
The demography
No.
there is
Kali always disses UW babes. Like
I never diss them. Don't put it on my
You prefer
record.
Laurie,
Please,
Abby?
don't pick them on my record.
Laurie.
I never diss them.
You felt Laurie did, right?
He always
No,
hypes, he always hypes Laurie girls.
No, like, of course, because of their appearance. Aki is used to a passing kind of type, so I don't blame him. He likes them as they come.
But the funny thing is, the only person I've been with, or the people I've been with here, well,
UW.
the first person I've been with is from Laurie.
Oh, from Laurie. Oh, nice. So
And you know-
Laurie's
It
rep.
doesn't mean they're not outliers.
Yeah, there'll be some outliers. But of course, those outliers don't make the rule. Because if
Exactly.
you check, like if you pick 100 chicks from Laurie and 100 chicks from Waterloo, man, like trust me, like you not even, like there's no.
So
there's no
Laurie will
story.
win hands down. Is that what you
There's no story, man.
Just like some people, they may say that some people might love people like with dreadlocks and the rest of that, right? But like,
This you're about to say does not make sense, but go ahead.
It doesn't make any. Bro, just continue, please. Let's leave this guy alone.
Well, how about you, Dami? What are you saying? How have you been?
Not bad, not bad.
you be out for my back.
This week I was like,
Called you on Friday, you were having fun in the background. I'm like, okay, yeah,
on
this guy
Friday,
is. yeah,
where did I go on Friday? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was there was my friend organized like this games night in their house. So
Nice.
we were all just there. So I think I even forgot. I clocked out from work and I stepped up. And then around 9, I just saw my phone ringing and it's like, you not coming again? I was like, oh, there was something. So just
So he just went.
I stood up.
I saw you on someone's story. You were having fun.
Yeah, I had some drinks and all. Then Friday, Saturday too. There's a couple of my friends that had just a simple birthdays.
Back to back.
So
Nah, man.
but I mean, it's the weekend, man. We work hard.
The weekend.
I
and
thank
it's
God
summertime.
that the days of back to back are over.
What's that supposed to mean?
For me, I thank God. No, I can't. As in,
You're getting too old.
listen, bro. I wonder how I used to do those weekends. Oh my God, Friday, Saturday, sometimes Sunday.
Sometimes Monday too.
No,
The thing now is he has brought those things. He has brought them home.
what do you mean?
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You no longer have to go out to seek all
Okay,
those
yeah.
things.
I
Bring
see,
it
I
home.
see, I see what you're
It's
saying now.
easier now.
Yeah, he's still on the same P, yeah, but
You guys are chatting shit.
Yeah, we get it.
That's all the truth. Kali, how's it going, bro?
See life.
So this sounds as if he's climbing mountain.
Things are always complicated.
What a
You can
week,
never
what a
have
week.
this team.
What a week I've been.
I was in Kingston on Friday. I was like, wow, what a, sometimes when you travel, sometimes you say, I didn't even know they had, is it like, I don't know what I'll call that,
I've
river
lost count
or
of how
ocean.
many cities that are in Ontario, bro. There are lots, bro.
Of course, a lot, yeah. Of
I'll
course,
hear
of
some
course.
like this one is in Ontario.
Yeah, because this Ontario is bigger than Nigeria, right?
Oh yeah, landmass wise, yeah,
Yeah,
true.
It's crazy,
It
man.
could take about maybe, if care is not taking, maybe 15 countries in Africa.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
there are a lot of
It's big,
small
though.
islands.
It's big.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, you
big.
can fit in here comfortably and you have space.
Yeah.
Remember, there's still some places you can try. You have to travel like 9 hours to get there.
All these
Within
non-avols.
Ontario.
All these
All
non-avols.
those like North Bay.
All these guys. All these
Yeah.
places.
9, 12 hours, yeah. I have some people that live there.
Is it North Bay or Thunder Bay?
They
Thunder
have
Bay is
Thunder
2
Bay.
hours from here now.
2 hours.
Yeah.
Thunder Bay
Bay,
is
okay.
different. It's just, go all the way.
South Perth,
Yeah,
well land. Some places I heard last week, I was like, what? But
Well, I'm
It's a
glad
good
that you
thing.
guys are. I'm
Yeah,
glad
but
that you guys are doing-
just the week. Many things happened this week. I'm trying to remember.
Man, this week has been on fire.
Yeah.
Literally, I believe it started with, okay, so coming from last week, the submarine story about the,
Rest in peace.
man, RIP, man.
RIP to who?
Allegedly.
RIP to the guys that were in it.
Allegedly.
There's something
There's
fishy
something
there.
fishy. Something is because in the ocean. That's why it's fishy.
Do you know why?
With regards to what? So,
You have to
who has a
answer-
good
you have to answer-
background?
you have to answer this
Who has a
question.
good background of the story?
You have to answer this question, T.
don't drink that
Right?
shit anymore.
Answer the
You know
question.
what this guy said?
When, young man, let's focus. When something like that happens, right? You have to say, have we not gotten to a level, technology-wise, hardware, that something of that kind of mission should not occur?
with the amount of money put into it.
What we're
Exactly.
talking about is the guys that went on the trip
On Titanic
to the,
mission.
Yeah, to the Titanic,
Shipwreck.
Wreckage, yeah.
To go and
Yeah,
see something
to go and
that's
see-
wrecked over 100 years ago.
Yeah, so they got into some I wouldn't call it submarine, but rather some submersible
Yeah.
container, and then that was actually being directed by a
Controller.
controller, basically. And then, they lost communication, they lost, in fact, definitely like they ran out of air. From what I'm hearing, that the thing imploded on Sunday.
Apparently-
They delayed.
Yeah. Apparently, it was supposed to be some form of tourist thing eventually. That
Yeah,
was the whole
yeah.
idea.
No, if the research becomes
Yeah,
successful,
successful,
right?
yeah.
Then they'll probably create a route.
Yeah.
What are you researching? In
Well, the test-
shipwreck
to
To go
The
to that
test.
site now.
100 years ago, where
People want to see it
hundreds
now.
of
See whether it's
people
actually
died.
happened, because there's
People
still
want to
conspiracy
see it
whether
now.
happened.
People want
Like,
to.
There's still conspiracy whether it happened.
Do you know how much they'll make out of that thing?
Yeah.
If
It's not a
successful?
place you can just go, and it will be exclusive for a long
I
time.
don't need to.
Yeah, I
don't
know.
worry.
Unless
They
you're
were
a marine spirit.
billionaires,
Someone that's into the
businessmen,
economy is saying you can.
billionaires, businessmen on it, and like it was actually like just so like. Honestly,
That's something.
I get the point you're trying to make, because I'm asking myself, that kind of trip, are we trying to say that there are no satellites, there are no tracking systems to basically know
With the level of technology
where
that
these
we
people
are
are,
in right now, I don't
like-
think that should have,
If it's another country running that, I won't mind.
like
but
how did they, they made it seem like it was so sophisticated. So how did they now do it that
No, but I heard that they got a warning though. I mean, like one of the engineers had warned them that this thing is unsafe, man. Like this is actually unsafe.
and they still went. But that means
RIP.
I don't think the billionaires were aware then. It's just the.
Man, trust me, sometimes these billionaires, man, I don't know the way they think. But yeah, they did what he did. RIP to them. It's not easy.
Did they all die? You're just saying RIP.
Bro, it imploded, man. What do
do
you
you know how
what
it imploded?
Well,
man?
they're all
No,
dead.
I don't think all of them
They
will
were
die.
all pronounced dead.
Bro, I feel like they even died before the stuff imploded.
Like I'm
Yeah.
just
They've lost oxygen
imagining. I'm
for,
just
like-
imagining like
they
the last.
they were all pronounced
remember-
the
dead.
last few.
They didn't recover anybody.
No, they will
can't-
recover. Okay, you mean the body? Okay,
Yeah, the
okay.
body of they didn't recover
If
anybody.
it,
It
if
scattered-
it
it's
actually imploded,
their bodies will
it's done.
scatter.
So what would
yeah.
the shark be
Pieces.
doing then?
Yeah, actually.
Okay, the thing will. I get what you mean. That the thing will scatter.
Yes,
so
now.
it blew from inside.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
Because of the
It's
pressure.
bad.
Yeah.
I can imagine like the last few seconds in there.
Just
Like,
say,
it's
your,
going-
say your last payer, call your insurance company.
Insurance company.
You know what I mean?
Oh God, they cannot track them. You wanted to make
It's
call.
like-
If they could make call, they will make the call so that
Yeah,
they
they'll
will
come
find.
and
And
save
again,
them.
like I think it's 4,000 meters
It's-
below.
They will make
Like-
the call. How?
Yeah,
now?
below
that one.
sea level. It was
They
very
make the call.
deep.
They'll say, "Oh yeah, follow this
Funny
side."
enough, they
Follow-
still took
They
some
can't find
pictures
them
of
now.
the wreckage of the Titanic. They showed it now.
Where?
Yeah, but
Those guys?
I'm not sure if that's like a
No, I don't think that's the
recent.
real one.
No.
I don't think that's from them. Though.
I don't think.
I think that was
I
from the
think that's
news.
from previous,
yeah.
things. Yeah.
What they're supposed to do, right?
Why not bring out the wreckage? Is it possible?
No, then
See,
he
there's-
removes the phone out of it. Like he removes. Oh, it happened here. It happened here.
You know, with these people in this part of the world, they like kind of
Originality.
idealizing
Yeah,
something.
because I felt like
Level
bring
to
out the
control.
wreckage and people can see, okay, this was the Titanic ship that sank 100 years
So that-
ago. Rather than having people having to go explore inside the water. Now see what has happened now.
You think the way you think is why your country is where it is.
The way it is poverty. Because by the time
Damn,
look
you
at
have
it,
a point.
those
The way
guys
I
cannot-
think is safety. Why didn't you follow them if you are so rich?
do you guys know this guy called Mr. Beast?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he said he was
yeah, he
invited.
was supposed to be on-
But why is everybody not saying they were invited?
Mr. Beast was supposed to be on it.
Yeah, apparently.
If he died, I don't know. I'll just say it's conspiracy theories.
Well, Russia, I don't know. Yesterday, Akin calls me. Akin's like, yo, man, are you see what's going on? I'm like, no, I don't know what's going on. He's like, oh, Russia, Wagner Group. I'm like, okay. That they're trying to, first of all, and then I started doing some investigation into the Wagner guy. Like, him and Putin, they were actually best friends.
Wagner.
Yeah, like the head of the Wagner Group.
Putin is always best friend with everybody.
Was best friend with the guy, and the guy is actually a billionaire though.
He's a
Indeed.
scientist, a doctor.
A billionaire in B, bro. Like he's actually an oligarch.
Yeah, he's one of the oligarchs.
He's actually like a Russian oligarch. So apparently, like there's some conspiracy that that the central command in Russia, that they are collaborating with the West. That's why they're not winning the war in Ukraine. Because it's actually like most of the victories that Russia has actually attained in the war is actually credited to the Wagner group. Like they are the ones that are actually carrying out those things. Yeah? And then the Wagner group claims that like the Russians bombed them and stuff. So, man, with the way everything is going, they just want Putin and the guy to take out each other, and then they will bring up one small puppet. But the truth of the matter is this: people are not thinking. Russia has twice the nuclear ammunition of America, times 2. Baba. No. So Russia's zone is different from America's zone. So Russia, there are steps of approval. Like it's not like America where Joe Biden. Joe Biden anyway he can
give the go ahead and say release the nuke. Yeah.
But Russia, like there's like there are levels. Like there are levels. So with them it takes time. There will be so many but listen, man, these are actually volatile times that people are living in. Everybody else sleeping, waking up, sleeping. What they don't see nuke.
Not imagining.
What?
So keep quiet. Continue. We're talking serious to guys.
But it's crazy, man. But yeah,
just imagine you. It's your regular activity.
Imagine you.
And there's a nuke.
What regular activity?
No. Coming to the roof of your house.
No. I reject that.
I reject it for you.
I reject it for you.
It's scary.
You guys saw very, very scary. You guys saw Zuckerberg and Musk.
Yeah.
I saw your this thing.
Top G said he was going to trade.
Let me tell you,
Elon.
I really do feel like Zuckerberg would give Musk that work, man.
No, he would. He would now because he's
a black belt.
He's been training with this guy too.
He's black belt. He has a black belt now.
He's been training with Lex, but trust me, like Musk is actually Musk is solid, man. Kali, what do you think?
But Andrew Tate is training him too, so that's one thing. Too.
I think he's training who?
Andrew Tate said he's going to train
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Because that's what Elon Musk is not.
Because look at what banned him from Meta.
It's not the same caliber of human we are.
Why do you say?
I'm telling you, there's something in Elon Musk's body you don't have.
Like what?
Like what? Like blood and water.
That guy's brain is not functioning the same way with yours. No, trust me. Hold on first. Hold on.
Why did
First
you
of all, there's
touch
no
my
bead.
head?
There's no bead in his head.
Okay,
Just imagine had bead on his head.
Oh, that's how will it be Tesla? He'll be busy plating his head. and the Tesla dream vision will just. No, but I believe, no, all these things is just entertainment. Do you know what the world is all about? They keep you entertained. Things are going on behind the scenes.
And you're being distracted.
Yo, that was what I was going to say about this.
Yeah.
About the submarine thing. Even this.
Too many distractions.
Too many things are going on, man.
A lot.
Behind the scenes.
Listen, if you guys are just waking up and sleeping, we were not waking up and sleeping up. I don't see everything.
And the real issues are stuff like nobody's talking about this debt ceiling thing in the US.
Of course.
Like they're just leaving the actual important things out of the news and feeding us with what. But it's okay,
Interest rate.
I actually heard that another pandemic might strike next year.
Those ones are always the pandemic that will happen with the climate pandemic. They tested something this year. This conspiracy theories, but this might be real. You see that smoke that happened this year? It was a test.
Test of what, sir?
Okay.
Smoke or fire?
No, that's wildfire.
So
what happened? You see what it
was made.
There are so many places where they're like, the kids cannot go out and play. The air is not good for them. Okay, which is true, But think about that. Something is building. Maybe the next one, guys, wildfire is too much.
Even James, last time James was there, it was like, they might say, take fire vaccine.
What's fire vaccine?
James like saying some nonsense. Fire vaccine.
What the hell
What would that do to you?
I swear.
Bruh.
But that's possible.
But you never know. With advances in medicine and technology, they might say this shot helps you filter, helps your lungs, goes to your lungs and gives you immunity to bad air, that kind of shit. You never know, man. These people have different ways. You're
not going to believe this, right? I think I showed it to T one time. I did a presentation about that one time. People did not believe me. It's innovation. They sell air.
You mean oxygen?
Yeah.
Oxygen, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, right?
Of course.
Yes.
The one you're breathing here is not real air.
What do you mean?
I shouldn't say it's not real. It's not pure.
Of course, he has like some other.
Yeah.
Like he has
Like
natural.
compound.
There's
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
Some air like $9,000. I'll show you the site. Yeah, so the guy,
Pure, he just purifies it.
yeah,
like-
so the guy you buy the air. I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
What happened to this one we are breathing?
What's the benefit? What's the
benefit of
value?
breathing pure air?
It's like from the cleanest place in Alberta. The
Oh,
bonds.
it's just for like the rich people, you know. That
No,
kind of vibe.
very soon maybe we become commercialized, but actually it's
But I'm asking, like, what's the upside of breathing that particular air and not this one?
good air now. That's all.
Does it?
That's what's in the bottle.
Does it make you younger?
I don't know about that.
Well, I don't think they've done. They could have done enough tests, child, to
Testing
maybe
test.
prove that.
One of the people are sometimes sold out.
I mean, to check if it makes you younger.
No, I don't know about the younger. No.
Because what will be the point of buying?
That's something Dami wants to.
No, that mean I think you will need it.
I'm already young. I'm young. I'm still young.
You are young.
I know what you're talking about.
You are young.
I'm young. Oh. I'm a young
Why did you
man.
adjust your leg?
You, Dami, you are young. Let's not even get into that conversation anymore. So of course, for the longest time, I don't know. After moving here, even back in Nigeria, always heard of the term equality. Equality. And again,
for all.
this is not just equality. Like I'm not speaking about equality with regards to gender now. Like I'm speaking like in general terms. Like equality. Everybody deserves, equal share. Everybody should be equally represented. And then, you come down to things like equality of outcome, equality of opportunity. And then, you are some people don't even understand that there are types of equality. They just understand, let everybody be represented. Let everybody have, equal chance and all. But they don't know the in total. And how it actually affects us in this part of the world. So, Kali, I know that you, for the longest of while you were pursuing your sojourn, you've dealt
your purpose.
You've dealt with
Inequality.
inequality and equality and stuff like that. So really, like, equality of outcome, equality of opportunity. Like, what's the difference basically? And what do they mean?
Well, yes, there's a huge difference because you see, when you desire and anticipate that everyone gets the same outcome, then that becomes a problem for the system. So you put in, let's say you invest in 4 of us here, but you want all of us to come out $1 million. That's exactly how that quality of outcome is. But if you come in here and say, guys, these are the opportunity for you guys, it's $1 million, right? You don't even have to give 1 million. There's opportunity. Some might get 500, some might get 1 million. But just go and provide that opportunity for everyone to get it.
And the best person should get it.
The best person to get it. So 4 of us will fight for it. Instead of coming and saying 1 million, 1 million, 1 million.
So equality of outcome.
Winner takes all.
Not just even winner.
No,
So
just- yeah.
equality of outcome is basically pointing to the fact that every group should be represented.
Okay.
With regards to gender, with regards to age, with regards
All
to
those
height.
things, yeah.
Like it's almost unattainable. Like you're saying, short people should be represented, like yourself. The tall people should be represented. You know that kind of thing. Like it's of people within this age bracket from 20 to 25.
Dread people should be represented.
It's- and okay, want to see more people with dreads, that kind of thing. You know, those kind of
What about bad people? No representation for them.
those kind of thing.
People that don't have ability to grow.
So really, like, let's
No
be honest.
representation for them.
Which would you prefer necessarily? I mean, which would you prefer to explore? Equality of outcome or equality of opportunity? Now, there's a way, like, I actually want to build it because, trust me, there's actually, like, a very, very good conversation around it. So that's what I actually want us to get the background of what this applies to. Because, trust me, it applies to us
Yeah,
in
of
ways
course,
that
of
we
course,
don't
of
even
course,
think
yeah.
about.
But where you're coming from, do you think, which one do we have where you're coming from?
As what?
As a Nigerian, as an African, which of those things do you think we have?
Back in Nigeria, I believe it's mostly equality of outcome. We tried as much as possible.
Quality of outcome.
Yes.
Wait.
We try as much as possible to make everybody to be.
I'm sorry, I kind of missed it. So what's the difference, though? Let's start with that.
The quality of outcome is you want everybody
To be
in
represented.
every group to be represented.
Okay.
Equality of opportunity, You present the opportunity, but the best person wins that opportunity. You understand?
Okay, that's the quality of opportunity.
Yeah. So you present everybody with the opportunity. The most qualified person is the one that gets that position, or gets that job, or something.
Access to opportunity.
Okay. Everyone
has
should,
access to
should
that.
have the access.
There's a level,
Equal access.
there's a
But
level,
not everyone
level
can
playing
attain
ground
it.
for everyone.
For everyone.
Start.
But outcome is okay. No, not level. Like everybody should be.
It can't work now. It can't work especially in a society where everybody is clamoring for representation. That's
100%.
You cannot.
100%.
You can't
That's a
represent.
point, yeah.
You can't represent everybody. So what we should be looking to attain mostly is equality of opportunity. No matter where I'm from or what I do, or I should have equal chance as much as you to succeed, no matter what you look like or sound like.
Okay.
So what do you have back home?
That
You have nepotism now. Are you kidding me?
More like
I don't think we had any of them.
I don't think we have equality
I'm
of opportunity.
I don't like. Let me take what I said back. I don't think we even have equality.
We don't have both of them. No, you can't have that.
We don't have equality of
Because if you have
opportunity.
equality of alcohol, that means
It is nepotism.
yes.
It's
everybody
Nepotism,
knows
that's
that.
what I'm saying. We don't have any. But me, I'll start from a very strong standpoint.
That
In terms of social construct of human beings, equality is a myth to me.
of course I believe that. As
In
well.
any facet, in any form, you cannot attain equality. It's just how we were created. There are societies that have tried to have equality across board.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, they crumble.
100%.
So
Not that they crumble. Like it doesn't just work.
it doesn't work.
They are unable to cut across all angles. They do one part and then leave the other part. So I would not say it cannot be well spread out. You feel me? One part will still have more than one part.
But
Just
then-
how life is built.
That being said, with regards to jobs, which do you think should apply?
Equality of opportunity, of course.
But does that happen?
No, obviously, because the
Even in this society, I give an
in this
example.
society, is the
In
equality
Black
of
Lives Matter
outcome.
time.
Yeah,
So
When you were here.
let's look at diversity ratio.
right.
This kind of things. And I know that somebody like Kali has always been on that kind of diversity ratio.
All my business.
No, but Kali, you
No. But the thing is, someone first might be hired to make up the quota.
It's facts.
It's fact. But the thing is that you don't care because, okay,
Again,
they're
your
going
cash.
to pay you.
Your
Right?
mullah, man.
But they just look at it and like, they just hired this guy. So that there'll be two black people.
Yeah, that's
But in the
that's
long
equality.
run, it will tell.
That's
obviously,
that's
yeah,
the quality of outcome. Now, I will ask: Do you think you should be given something based on who you represent or what you?
it's not just about even who you represent right now. I'll be dead serious. I don't want to be given. In as much as this might sound crazy, I don't want to be given anything just because of the way I look.
Well, that's true, yeah.
Or say, oh yeah, let's just hire him because he's black.
Which happens a lot.
Bro, you are saying a lot. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Most people have the jobs they have right now in all of these corporations.
Most
Quote
black-
and unquote.
Black people, right?
Yeah, most black people have the jobs right
because
now
of representation.
because of diversity. If you say,
That's
listen, we don't care, we don't give a fuck about diversity, we want to remove it, or God, they're going to let go.
A lot of people.
I'm dead serious. See, the thing is that most people don't understand. You're just part of the diversity ratio.
I'm telling you, that's what they're doing.
Not that they rate the skill that you bring to
Obviously,
the
that
table.
You see, when you're interviewing people, you could tell, this guy is not expecting my skill set.
Obviously, they're
But
yeah.
he's forced to kind of listen. You
Because
understand?
they have a quota to meet up with.
Yeah, well, you could tell that. There's some of them they can't hide it because if you look at people, you just
And even on that, it's not even based on the fact that you are not that good.
yes,
Based
I know.
on the preconceived notion
yes,
that
yeah.
your representation will not provide, or who you represent,
Yeah.
I don't think it can meet. So they already have that in their mind, and then when you are talking,
It's in this thing too. It's not just in workplace as well. Like, it's also in like the
Politics.
acceptance rate. No,
Okay.
acceptance rate of students in schools. Like
Oh,
Harvard literally has like some of the craze because of course, like I don't want to say by default like Asians are the smartest, but like for me, I believe that they put in more
More
time.
work academically.
Yeah, like academically compared to
There's a very
when they are
conscious-
Eva
there's a very
culture on
conscious
Friday,
there's a very
you know,
conscious
they are doing
effort.
assignment, all these kind of things.
They're very
putting-
collaborative in nature.
they're putting you know effort together. So when it turns out that like, and then they started doing this diversity and acceptance ratio, that imagine, like, I'll be dead serious, man. There are some situations where this diversity thing should not even apply at all. There are some jobs that is, medicine, we don't care.
If you're yellow or blue. Just
Like,
save lives, bro.
No, it's not. Yeah, of course. Like, because
Yes, now.
Well,
Yes,
let me
it's a-
play devil's advocate here. So there's the argument that specific to a certain demographic, you bring a different view, understanding, different background to a certain problem. For example, if all the doctors you hired were Asians because they were doing very well and they were able to pass the exam, and there's a disease not common in Asia that they don't treat for black people, you know, at the end of the day, a lot of black people will be dying because of that. So even going back to what you just said, right?
I don't necessarily agree with that though.
Same.
But that now falls back on something else.
Which is what?
It now falls back on the process
Of what?
of hiring medical doctors, or of passing or showing who's brighter or brightest. Maybe if that process was across board, more equal, quote unquote, you would have representations of other people. So this argument is pretty broad, to be honest. It's very
No,
wide.
it's broad. It's broad. And if we are going to stay on the job one, like for instance, like the medicine one, I want the best doctor to treat me. The best doctor to operate on either myself or anybody in the world. I want the best pilot to fly the plane.
That pilot one is important. Don't play.
You don't play with that one.
Don't play with my life. Like
Don't play. Don't do diversity when it comes to pilots, bro.
Because when I-
What the ship captain?
No, you haven't
Submarine
entered ship.
stuff.
You haven't entered
You
ship.
haven't entered ship.
You haven't entered ship now.
You know,
Titanic.
oh, I forgot that's why you came. My bad.
But really, like, when it comes to like those kind of volatile positions, those kind of sensitive positions, honestly, man, I don't think they should be doing equality. But the truth of the matter is, where should equality of outcome now apply? In which job should you apply?
Oh, okay, you mean in the job section now? So
Agriculture.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I know why I said that.
Why?
It's
How?
true.
How?
It's agriculture.
General
Because-
labor.
There are some. I have a certain outcome.
This guy. Oh yeah, finish.
You
Land.
get what I mean? You are given 5 crops. I expect 10 crops from everyone. I don't think you can come and tell me any other. That in those kind of settings, I believe it could apply there.
Okay, let me give an example. Yeah.
mean, make sense what I mean.
Equality
Yeah,
of
I
outcome.
think
So
it makes
you know
sense.
how this
Yeah.
how they have these premonitions that we that come from Africa and stuff. We farm a lot. We're always very strong. We don't have technology, so we rely on a lot of. No, it's a notion now.
I honestly don't. But.
Stop now.
Let's-
It's true
let's
now.
get it-
I'm
no,
looking at
no.
Kali.
Let me
There's some
finish.
It's
things-
Kali's face that is making
Yeah,
me laugh.
finish,
But
finish.
finish.
That we rely on a lot of
Manual, physical.
physical work. Yeah. So there was this factory I was working. I'm not gonna mention your name, but like I was knackered that morning because it was all this night shift now. Yeah. This guy walks
Warehouse.
kind of, yeah. And this guy walks up to me and he's like, probably one of the like leads or supervisors. And he's like, I thought you where you are from, you guys should be strong. I'm like, excuse me.
No,
What do you mean by that?
no.
And he's like, wait. Funny enough, the guy did not mean it.
He didn't mean it that way. Okay.
It's just what he has heard or what.
But
he
that's a
thought.
bit annoying, man.
And
No,
he's
but
like,
let's
hold on,
actually
let me
thought
finish.
I will not be triggered.
Let me finish, yeah. And I'm like, why do you think that? I was like, yeah, because you heard that you guys have to do a lot of physical stuff. I'm like, bro, this is the most physical thing I've ever done in my life. You feel me? So in that place, yeah, it feels like, oh, the people that are from this part of the world should be given this kind of work. That's not equality of outcome.
But where does that notion come from?
I have no idea.
No, but looking at you, young man.
I'm not the case here. The case here is
No, but Kali, like,
focus
I read,
on the
like,
big
no,
picture.
but Kali, let's be honest, yeah. Where did that notion that black people are stronger comes
No,
from?
but if you look at it, during the slave era,
Is it because of slave?
no, if you look at
I
it,
think it came
the
from there.
outcome was good.
Oh, okay, because they
Yeah.
were producing more.
They are producing more. Even look at this.
But look at the stress and the ridiculous situation they were under. Those guys literally had no choice.
Yep.
So
And
does that make
they
them
were
They
strong?
were coerced now.
They were
so,
forced to be strong.
Yeah.
You feel
Yeah,
me?
but even I think, please don't quote me. I do feel like even before that or after, regardless, research goes on where they do samples of men's size,
Men's
the average height,
Okay.
muscle
Muscle
and
mass,
all
all
that.
those
Yeah, so I think that's where that idea comes from.
That the
Like,
notion comes from
research,
that we
yeah.
are stronger.
Yeah.
No, remember, one of the places they got this thing from was back then, even before the maybe colonization happened. We used to castrate those that were guiding the king.
So you don't sleep with
King.
the,
Yeah.
This is why.
balance.
And
balance
you know, if you want to
wives.
really get big, if you want to be a big guy, you can chop off and castrate yourself, and you will be huge.
I've only heard about that in dogs and
No,
like,
it
animals.
happens in human.
Okay, so is that why they crashed? Okay.
Yeah, look at those guys. Go read about it.
Yeah, there's another one I even read of. Like the guy was
Like,
like,
imagine
they
someone-
were using him to produce like more slaves, like more babies. I can't remember his name. I saw it. So honestly, yeah, I read it somewhere.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So he was like one of the biggest slaves ever. I think he was like 6'7" or 6'8". So he
was
does-
tall, though.
Yeah, he doesn't walk. He doesn't do anything. He's huge. He doesn't walk. He doesn't do anything.
So it's only just to
What the colonial masters used him for was reproduction, because they know that every person that comes from him would be big, and then there'll be more people, like more big people to actually do the
You know
work.
what I like you?
Do you have reference for this?
I'm going to look for it again, but because I know that I saw it and I
So why?
screenshot it.
So why did you have? Okay, well,
Yeah,
read that,
no. I just have the time. I'll check it on my phone.
If we're in
But
that
it's
era,
not a. I know I saw
obviously.
that story, yeah, and there's this history view page that I follow. So they used to post those. So that's why I saw it. But I'm going to look for that particular post and send it to you. But that was basically his work. Yeah, I heard he slept with over 1,000 women in
ask
his
you.
lifetime because he was basically forced to do it. So anytime it doesn't work, he was a slave, but a slave of sex, not a slave of
Yeah.
So what would you have
and that's
been?
and sorry to cut you. And that's why if you look at all these sports in America that are predominantly black, they're always very physical.
Very aggressive too.
Very physical, very aggressive. You could say hockey is predominantly white and is also physical, but if you look at the main, like the oldest
Physical
sports,
sports,
yeah,
yes.
the NFL,
Contact sport.
you
Yep.
know, they are
basketball,
basketball,
football, rugby, and stuff.
yeah, predominantly black people.
Let me tell you. To show you that what they are saying is not a myth about being strong. When I went to go shoot the basketball game for under 16 last year.
There will be one black boy that bigger than everybody.
No, what I say one black boy? It was mostly black, right?
Okay.
And the guy, they're 15, 16. The guy is coming, so I'm trying to make sure I capture him with the camera. But the breeze of just him coming.
It's huge.
You have to be shifting back.
Not huge, but the speed.
It's very athletic.
Okay,
Yeah,
They were
so
playing.
boom, he goes as if it's a car, and there's this energy in them. And when they get to the court, the ball, you see them hearing like this, they scream.
At that age.
No, I need to show you the video. I'm like, this guy 15?
I know, right?
I was like, oh,
well,
that's,
I honestly
you know,
like maybe the data points to it, maybe that the research points to it that we're stronger, but I think most of the time I don't think it
doesn't mean
works
it's
for us.
it doesn't mean it's everyone.
Of course, now.
Like I don't expect anyone that will see the young man sitting beside me,
Trouble.
and I will assume. First thing, what I will assume is okay. His hair might give it away that he's a little bit strong.
Maybe.
But they'll put him to test. Then someone that is always losing milk is never going to anyway be strong.
I don't know if you are talking about, but
No,
fine. But it'll be fine. But yeah, like how we got into that was, talking about those jobs where equality of outcome should not necessarily count.
Yeah, but in that situation where I explained, I believe that equality of outcome should, because now for that guy to
So you mean like skilled labor?
Yeah, that was unskilled labor.
Unskilled.
Yeah, for that guy to think like that, definitely, and because he was in a position to assign
And I think most
roles.
of them they think like that.
Yeah, and I felt like he would have that because of that premonition on his head. Yeah, he would have been assigning those more physical.
Now you're
roles
saying that thing
to it's starting to make sense.
But not that it's starting to make sense. Like I've actually been put into that, but this was not like a white person. This was like a Chinese people that trust me. They're like, oh yeah, come on, carry this thing. Bro, I was carrying boxes.
Yeah, I know that you're Ajebo, I swear.
I was carrying boxes, bro. Like the conveyor broke down.
Oh, so you have to use your.
Bro, you gave the conveyor.
The next day I did not go back. Listen, man, I did not go back. I was carrying the boxes from A to Z.
Yeah. So that guy I'm sure you would have been used to assigning those kind of more physical roles to people of a particular, race or where they come, which is not that place.
But the question is, Dami, how will you feel if you are employed just because of the color of your skin?
I feel like I'm just there to make up the numbers.
So how will you feel with regards to fulfillment of the job?
Now, the thing is, if you find yourself in that situation, obviously, you need the job, Deep down, that, okay, this is one of the reasons why they employ you. I feel like as individuals, just rise above it.
I'm with you on that.
Rise above it how?
Yeah, like right.
So like go there and prove yourself.
Yes, prove it wrong that I'm not here. Fine, that might be why you brought me here, but I'm better than this.
Yeah, break the sentiment or
break the sentiment. God bless you. Break the barriers. Yeah. Make them know that okay, fine. This is I have.
I think it's tough.
That's part of the problem.
I think it's very, very tough though. If you employ me because of the color of my skin, like you already have a preconceived notion already.
Yeah.
But you can change that.
It is hard because
you can't go into work.
They're not even going to even like okay. So number one, most people don't even know. They're not even going to even give you like lucrative positions for you to go and do X, Y, Z. Like it's just going to be like
I know it is difficult.
Let him just handle X, Y, Z.
It is difficult, but if you, how will I say? I don't want to say play your game right, but you need to know the right places to be at. You need to know the right doors to knock on.
At some point, eventually,
you'll be noticed for your work. If you do
at some point, there will be a need. Somebody might be off, and you have to step in.
You guys are thinking in Nigeria.
The opportunity comes, and you have to try and prove yourself. But let's hear what these guys.
You know what you guys are thinking in Nigeria? See, let me tell you. It feels like this is what they've programmed us to do. Always prove yourself.
We always have to. That's how it is.
No. See. That mentality is bad.
Okay.
See, okay, yeah. You hired me on the quarter. Fine. When you're trying to always prove yourself, you know what that does? It takes away from the joy of doing the work.
100%.
What are you talking about? Is everyone trying to prove themselves?
But then,
how come you're the one? How come you're the one?
You're not doing anything. Excuse me. You're not doing anything about it.
No.
Then there's nothing.
No. I'm coming there to produce the work, but I'm not coming there to tell that people, notice me.
No, notice
we are
me.
Not asking.
No, mind you.
No, prove yourself is notice.
No.
Okay,
what are you talking about?
Let me explain. Yeah,
sit down so I can see your face.
See, you just got employed, as a senior dev in a particular company, and you know that most of the senior devs, they are predominantly white. The first thing you have to do when you get there is do your job first of all. The job that you are employed to do, so that they will not even don't give them an opportunity to say, "Oh, he was even employed based on quota anyway." So, do your
mic closer so that
first of all, do your job. If you do your job, it's how will I say it goes a long way in also breaking that barrier. Second of all, now me saying prove yourself. It doesn't mean go out of your way to show what you can do. But try and be the best version of yourself. If you are really so good at what you do, you cannot see. No one lights a candle and puts it under the table. At some point, it has to shine. You feel me? So if you do what you are supposed to do, when that time comes, like he said, this what Akin gave was just an example. You said, okay, I was employed based on quota. Really, really, can you really prove that you are not really employed based on quota, based on the work that you are doing? You feel me? So if you are five devs, even
No,
at
I think what you're trying to say
even
is,
at five devs,
what you're trying to say is, can you prove that your employment is beyond like
is
the
beyond
quota
the quota?
Yeah.
Yes, I think you can do that.
No, but that's a problem. See, if you know that's you hire, you're removing the joy of work.
So you are saying that
See, let me
there's
tell
nothing you can do. So you can't enjoy it while doing that.
See, let me tell you. You said something now. They have 5 devs. You come in, you're black dev. Oh, I want to prove I'm not higher quota. It's none of my business. The main thing is, hey, every project, are we delivering? That's what matters. If everybody, see, let me tell you, they know if the end of the project, if the end of the sprint comes, if whoever is lacking, if it's you, the devs obviously don't care about it. This guy did not produce. If this guy produces work, what are you? See, the reason you mentioned dev now, that's why
I'm saying the same thing. Do your job.
No. Okay.
You need to
what do I hire
start
for?
from doing
Not to do your job?
That's what I'm trying to
What are you
say.
talking
You
about?
say, some people say, because you are, they employed me on quota. Just relax.
But wait,
Yeah.
Nobody's going to do that.
Let me just chime in.
Charming.
I'll talk from experience.
Suspense.
Last year, I was working at a very prestigious company.
Call the name now.
I was working at Microsoft,
Okay.
It's your full chest.
and the VP of the VP at the time, he was white when I joined. But then after a couple of months, there was a promotion. So our next VP was black.
Nigerian or what?
No, he's a black American.
Okay.
And very inspiring, right? But when he came in, when we have meetings and the whole organization, like it's called the org. The org I was in was under the Windows org. When he came, when we had meetings, he would say that there's only one way to go to the next level. There needs to be an opportunity, and you always need to be over 100%. And that's across board. And when that has always, since he said that thing is sticking with me. Hopefully, I'm trying to imprint it in myself as a character. If there's no opportunity, even if you are constantly over 100, you are staying where you are. Sorry.
Yeah, sure.
The opportunity needs to come. So you always have to be
Ready
and above. So that's just how I take it. I get what you're saying, that
Microsoft is a corporate place mixed with tech.
I agree.
So Microsoft is a company of over 40,000 in North America.
So it's hard to prove yourself.
No, it's not hard because they deal with little teams.
Okay.
Right? See, nobody will ever say that the way Microsoft, because you have people in Microsoft, the way they climb, the way they do their promotion thing, to me, is skewed. Right? That's what
based on quota.
That's what creates that corporate side of things. When you look at it from a tech perspective, they don't do things that way. That's like those days of, you have to do this. No. It can just be you as a product manager. They look like, you know what? Now, ARR of last year, this product contributed...
ARR is annual recurring revenue.
Yeah. This product contributed $12 million to the ARR. How are we going to compensate T? It could come in 2 ways. Promotion, it might not mean anything for T. Based on its one-on-one. Equity means a lot for T. Mm-hmm. And they say, T is equity based on what was said to you, we have looked at you for all the time, title is nothing to you.
Compensation.
We'll give you equity.
Well, they do that too.
No, I'm not saying all of us, Microsoft will do that. But because title is not going to eat title and feed his family.
Yeah, but it does.
Some people want title.
Some people want it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. T based on your one-on-one.
People are very ambitious,
And it also increases your base.
But it doesn't mean
at some point.
Oh yeah, because at the end of the day,
how do you mean by it increases your base?
Like your base pay.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Your base pay. Their base pay for
of course.
On average for each level.
For like VPs and stuff like that.
Yeah, because for me, see, that compensation based on project delivered is one of the best ways to reward individuals. Because the other way is old way. There are books about that written. Oh, you want to do this, you have to reach this level. Then you not see everybody competing against themselves instead of building the right product. The goal of a team is to build the right product.
Not compete.
Not compete against themselves. When they come to the place, our goal is, you look at, we have a team now, our goal is by 2024 September, this product is ready. So now you have individual goal yourself. But that main company goal,
team goals too.
That's team goal. The main company goal is let's meet that $200 million.
Yep.
Right? But now, if we start to, I'm not saying you should not fight for higher roles, right? If you start to fight for higher roles, what happens is it takes away from that team goal.
Because you're dedicating more time.
Because I need more time to, I want to be noticed.
But I like Akin to what Akin said. Yeah. Be ready. There will always
value.
be
Obviously, you have
an
to be ready,
opportunity to tap into. Yeah, so if you are employed on quota, if you have that opportunity to, how will I say, break through and say, okay, break beyond that barrier, break beyond that stereotype that, this is what I was, you take it.
But why are you always trying to? My point is, you make a point and say, my point is, why are you trying to always prove something?
Let me answer that. So for me, I'm someone that has this.
Yeah.
I have the school of thought of I don't ever want to be hired because of the way I look. I don't even want to be in a position.
So if the opportunity comes, what will happen? You turn it down?
I'm dead serious. Now the question now becomes, okay, so proving yourself, blah 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 blah. How do you? I look at the way other communities have done it here.
Let's backtrack a bit. How would you know?
Yeah, I wanted to ask that. How would you know that you are being employed on quota?
Before you accept the offer.
It's not like they will even
It's
tell
going to be
you.
tough.
Someone that will sign the offer, and later I will talk about it.
No, of course. If he
sign the
comes
offer.
and then he's good.
How will you know? Give us tips so that we can also apply.
No,
It's very easy.
Is it by how you ask questions to your?
Look at the interview process. If the interview process is
It's too easy.
too easy, man.
No, but see,
What if
depends,
you're that good though?
No. If it's like 2-stage.
Like they're not putting you through the process or the work
But see, it might be 2 stage because of the
Your
it's an
experience.
emergency.
or your expertise level.
Guys, man, no matter the expertise level, okay, they have
Stage.
that stage. What are you saying?
You have stage level.
Omoho.
You think it's IT support?
No, let me tell you. There's some people that they just carry straight to on-site too.
Of
Oh,
course,
yeah,
I know,
yes.
I know, like, if
Which
there's
you do
some
not
connect
say.
that's
Nah.
working and all.
Just carry you straight to on-site. No, you know they do any.
No, those ones are referral now. Yeah.
Exactly.
Referral is different.
Even with that referral.
They know your value. They know what this guy is going to provide. They will fast track
if
you.
it's someone that, let's
Of-
say,
of
40,
repute.
30 years or something, or maybe you have built a product.
You've released
That's
a
out
book.
Release those books.
You've done
You
PhD.
know, these
No,
fools
those ones
said-
don't matter in
He said, I think
in
it's
tech.
There's some people that it does matter.
It doesn't matter. See, let me tell you.
When I was saying,
with the
based
people,
on the
when I used to do
expertise,
interview,
IT support.
people I interview, once you mention school, you probably won't, you might be surprised, you might not call you the next time.
Let me explain now. It's
Household.
not even based on school.
Household.
I'll tell you why, T. If we start asking you, what have you done? Not intro. And you start to say,
Not tell me about yourself.
no, exactly. And you start to mention, I went to this school.
So you shouldn't mention school in tell me
You
about
should.
yourself.
And let me tell
No,
you
tell me
why.
myself, you do that. I'm talking about when we are past that stage. That those conversations don't come up again. Obviously, I'm not very specific. It's during the tech companies. Companies who are corporate.
But
obviously, that come up,
still, they do. It matters, and I'll tell you why.
It depends on the role, though. If the
It
role is
does.
a research role,
Yes,
you understand?
There are some roles, even
Oh,
if
research,
even
yeah.
if it's heavy engineering, right? If your research area is particularly solving that problem that is a niche, like now, you are doing something like AR, VR stuff, a niche research area. Well, they value you. And one thing I've seen is even how Google hires. If you do a PhD and your PhD is in the area where you're coming to work in their engineering team, my guy, you're coming in, they are looking at you as an engineering manager. As a staff engineer.
You're not starting any.
but
you are not entry level.
Yeah.
You are coming in as a
if you have
staff.
if the person have a PhD,
I've seen that a lot.
he doesn't have experience. This way is funny.
Without experience,
But
even without
no,
experience.
hold on.
I think it's going to be tough to be an engineering manager.
Let me tell you, hold on,
Like a
wait.
place like Google, that experience.
wait,
That's the thing.
hold on.
Let me
See
explain.
where it's funny. This now combined to our conversation. Go on LinkedIn and check this thing. See, anyone that has a PhD, hear all this stuff. This now start. He has a PhD, no experience. He's black. Does that make sense? Hear me, oh. He has a PhD, no experience. He's black, but he's an engineering manager. Makes sense?
The quality of,
Me someone was saying-
quality of outcome.
So wait
See,
now.
let me tell you,
let me explain.
prior to these times, prior to all this symbolism before it happened, Go and see whether those things happen. Google and the rest of them were one of the people that are the champions for
Google
this.
ate that thing. Google ate all this diversity. Oh,
Do you know there are many? Okay, there were numerous people. There's a guy that keeps tracks of them online. Many blacks that were hired during that period. When they were even doing their layoff, obviously they lay some of them off. You won't hear about that because it's not there's nothing going on. But most of them were hired during that time. And some of them knew that, but they just want to... They knew.
Righteousness.
Yeah. Do you know me for applying? For one role at Google?
Yeah, to get in Google is hard.
So you now have experience.
Getting into Stanford or like the hardest school or Harvard or MIT.
You're going too far. It's not
It's hard.
It's difficult.
It's not
It's a stat. It's a statistic. I will pull it out if you want me to show you.
It's not that hard. But the thing is,
as an engineer, I saw it. I said, yeah.
How do you solve the diversity wahala?
What do you mean?
How do you solve? What do you mean, how do you solve?
Like literally, like because
you can't solve it. You can't solve it. It's not.
I think you can.
You can't.
What do you mean solve diversity wahala?
No, like so.
There's always going to be a lack of. There's always. It's always going to exist.
But you look at it this way, right?
Because if we have a system. If we have a system, if black people have a system, if Nigerians have a system,
forget that one.
No, I'm just saying, if Nigerians have a system, maybe like there's a Nigerian startup that hires, because I'll be dead serious. Why am I fighting this guy's company? Because they are all white in that place.
When I can open my own and do what?
No, like why? But because that's why I have a problem with those people that shout all this diversity ratio and stuff like that. Why are you giving people problem because they want to hire a specific
demographic? But you look at it this way. It's really, I won't lie to you. When you walk in all those places where mostly white, I won't lie. Yeah. Sometimes it's always hard for you to mix in.
It's hard. It's always
Bro,
do you know why?
The last company I worked for is I'm just trying to echo.
It's always hard.
Right.
The last company I worked for, it was like that, bro. I felt like an outsider.
Yeah, because you're
the only black person.
Yes.
With this dread.
No, guys.
Even me, I will see as an outsider.
You know what you have done? Started bleaching your skin.
Are we?
Yeah, we're having a serious
Bring your mic closer. You always have to teach you everything.
We're like three, yeah. So two
black people.
Yeah, in the whole team.
Organization.
3 people left. The 2 people left. Sorry,
before
and it was just me. Yeah, and I was getting
any reason why they left.
The
same
for
reason.
better opportunities, and also they also felt like the company wasn't really all inclusive. We could feel it. Yeah, and we're monitoring games and stuff. So the announcer commentator reached out to me that somebody is using a parent of a player that was playing reached out on the CS on the CS chat that somebody is using how will I say derogatory words towards boys, but the person did not know that his mic was on. You feel me? So I thought normally you're supposed to just escalate to the manager, but I wanted to find out what was going on. So I told her, okay, give me more information. Do you have timestamps? And I investigated that thing. I found out where they were saying all those things and what really happened. So the announcers did not know that the mic was still on. So they were talking and all the viewers could hear what they were saying. And it was using a lot of, swear words, even talking down on some of the boys that there's this particular one is so small, he doesn't know why he's not allowed to play. You feel me? So I got all those things and I went to the manager and then I wrote it and I told her, yo, this is what is going on, this is how you play it. And she was like, she should go and ask the streaming operations that, this is what happened. So I gave her everything that I had and then she went to ask them and, do you believe? And obviously, when the manager comes back from the, what are you expecting? What outcome that? This is what I found out. I was on my seat because I even now sit. I sit away from them because since I've noticed that all these things. She went to where they all were and was giving them the outcome of. She didn't come back to me. She went to that place where they all are, where their people are sitting, and then she was explaining to them that this happened during the game. Not even a single mention.
They don't mention your name.
Not to mention my name. Tell me, because it will be more investigation. At least you owe me to tell me that, oh, okay, this is what I found out, or this was what really happened, though.
Yeah.
She never came back to me. Yeah? She just went there, and then I went to explain to
She don't need you now.
So in the moment I figured out that I'm like, oh, okay, now I see. So after like a couple of weeks, I just went to meet and see. I know that you guys don't want me here anymore. I can feel it, yeah? And because there is no probable cause to sack me, that's why people have not let me go. Don't worry, I'm not going to threaten anybody with legal action. Just pay me the severance that you owe me of all the months that I've worked and let me go. Bro, the next day they sent me the severance money that I should not resume for my next shift. Because I knew I could feel it. So you always have to, sometimes
But you know what's funny?
Read the room.
But you know what's funny about that?
And my friends knew. The two friends that were there, they were leads. They knew. They could already feel it. Because I don't know if I told you guys of the internal positions that was open, to move from part-time to full-time. The three of us, and see, there's nothing to hide. We were even overqualified for that position. Yeah, they went to bring somebody from outside. They interviewed us, so three of us, so differently. No, they never got back to us via email. And the three people that interviewed for you were black people. Never go back to us via email or via or anything that, we are going to be moving on. No. They just brought somebody new and told us to train the person for the same role that we applied for. Now, those two other people read those two other people read the script and read the menu and like, this thing can't work. They left. You feel me? But me, I was there, hoping that, things will change. That's what brings it to your point that if there is no opportunity to climb, nothing's ever going to happen. And that same role was somebody who was white before, like 6 months ago, applied for from part-time to full-time. She didn't even do an interview, bro. Because it's basically the same work. You feel me? It's just more hours, and then you get some company benefits.
Okay, so exactly. It goes back to what I just said not too long ago. Build a system for your people. Instead of relying on other people's system. Instead of begging white people for job and say, please give me work. Please give me
that's why I didn't beg. I left.
Please,
So
diversity ratio.
You went on now.
You went to that white company now. Diversity ratio.
Exactly.
Let me be in the diversity quota. Let me be this, let me be that. Like, really, I think for me, the only way forward, with regards to this is for us to build our system, build our companies, hire our people, instead of waiting on other people to hire us. I
think there's some progress on that, yeah. Because
progress.
Because there are a lot of black people now in positions of where they can actually hire more. Unlike before, bro. Look at 20, 30, 40 years ago.
Yeah,
everything was white owned.
I do agree.
Do you feel me? Now we have a lot of
one.
I'll mention one. I'll mention the CEO of Calendly.
No, don't even say that. The CEO of Calendly. The CEO of Calendly, do you have? How many Nigerians are in the company?
No, I won't say Nigerians.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying, chill now. I'm saying he's a black man.
Okay.
That he's done very well for himself. He's a billionaire. I don't know him personally, right?
No.
I don't know. I don't know how they hire. I don't know. You don't know.
No. Because I followed the guy from the time he started the company.
You don't know as well.
No, but here's the thing. You have to understand. You see what he did now? It's exactly our problem.
What?
When you ask a Chinese person, how can we do something better? You will never hear him say, Zhou Chine. Have you know Zhou Chine now? That own fresh cut.
I was answering the question. No.
You guys should wait.
He said mention somebody.
And I was answering.
No, but that person is different from what we're talking about.
No. My own point was that in that regard,
we have more people in positions.
Progress compared to decades
that has never. See, you're making a mistake. That has never been a problem. Are you telling me? Let's go back.
What has never been a problem?
Let's go back to like 1970. Our people were in position. That's not what he's talking about. See,
the people that were in position in 1970s.
Wait,
if you even want to get into it, have you heard of something called the Black Bully? Do you know what that is?
What's the Black Bully? Is it Black Bully? Go ahead.
They are people that were put there by white supremacy groups to control the black masses.
Just like
Negro.
They were
House Negro.
Like warrant chiefs during the colonial.
That's
AKA
they were
House
put.
Negroes.
They were put in positions of influences to control us. That's what. So let's not.
How many
And
black billionaires do we have today
Till
compared
today,
to
it still
1970?
trickles down. We still have that issue today.
but we still have those people today, though.
Yes,
the
I agree.
problem, you are still going back in sec. You're going like this.
No, I'm counting what you said. You said we had that in
what you
1970s.
just did nice. What Nigerians do? You're using reversing roundabout.
Okay, so
Let's come back to the point.
No, go back to your point.
Hey, you made the point too. I'm not that. What he said is true about. So I'm not that. But here's what I'm saying. Individualistic achievement. It has never taken black people far.
Yeah, we need more collectivity. Like
I give you an example what happened in the
like
park
he
yesterday.
said, yeah.
It's very easy. Why some people are eating and drinking, some people are planning about real estate future on the other side. And that's a collect 600 people here, 300 here. It was just like this. Like,
Yeah,
wow, that's world
yeah,
apart.
busy flying color,
In front of
drinking
you.
palmy.
Some people are here. No, which is fine too. Both everybody can do what they want,
what
right?
they want with their time.
But you could see that if you look around, even in this city we occupy, right? If you go for events, oh, do you know who this person is? Do you know who this person is? Go to other communities. They don't say, do you know who this person is? Say, do we know who we are?
Who we are?
Do you know us that? Look, go. Do you know many Nigerians with so many degrees? Degrees I've not even heard about. So how does that take the community far?
So we need more collective effort rather than celebrating individual glory. Okay.
So what are
But we
your
can never stop individual glory.
So what are your ideas?
Oh, very easy.
I can never ask you for solutions. As a man, I can't ask you for solutions. What are your ideas?
Why can't I say solutions, man?
You
Because
don't
you're
ask
not
other
God now.
people for solutions.
Oh, okay. No. I'm not pretending to be God now. Why am I going to?
I'm just saying, just go on.
No. But the thing is, it's very easy. If we can form a pressure group with rules and constitution, then everything we're saying is you're pouring water on rock. Can you form a group that's collective and consistent in 1 year with constitution that you guys can make in part? You guys should be only 15, just 15. With constitution.
Like, honestly,
I agree with you on that. I agree.
Yeah.
when I look at some of the things that people say regarding black people, of course, like we've made a lot of progress. But when you look at compare, I don't know, let's just start from the 1900s. If you compare the 1900s to where we currently are and look at vis-a-vis when the Chinese and when the Indians moved to America and all, I see there's this notion that most of those guys have, especially about black Americans and all. They're like, you guys have been here. We just came from China, we just came from India, and then we've overtaken you guys. And then somewhat they see those guys as lazy. Mm-hmm. Like it's yeah.
But yeah, I can't call them lazy. Oh.
I know. But at the end of the day, bro, you cannot keep pushing your problems onto someone else.
But let me play the African. Let me tell you something I've noticed. Do you know, right? Over 40 million Americans have criminal record.
And what's the percentage that are black?
No, let's forget that one. But do you know what's funny about that? You know what happens when you have criminal record?
You're done now.
It's hard for you.
You might as well just
Move back to Africa.
move back anywhere. Because guess what? You can't rent a place.
You can't buy a house.
So you end up, there's some jobs you can't even work.
Yeah,
in.
you can't get
the
something.
military, all those things. So now,
You are limited.
what they did, because that's why I see what mentioning system is important. What they've done is, that's why even sometimes I don't believe in systematic racism, but sometimes this one comes in.
No.
You know what they've done? They've done this. They've conserved your space to that.
So you're always going to go back.
You have to go back to that hood.
You're going to go back, sling some more dope, go back into.
So that's the only place
go back
they
into
accept
prison.
it.
Because
look at
you've
it.
been blacklisted.
Because look at it
So
this
there's
way.
really nothing you
Because
can
look at it
do.
this way. You're trying to get your life in the
Together.
right part. But there's still
system
some
has
jobs
messed you
that
up.
you can't get.
How could those guys have made it out?
What do you mean, made it out?
How could those, if you go to jail or if someone goes to
The
jail,
people that make it out, how do they make it out?
No,
It's
no,
entertainment now.
No. I'm just saying. If someone goes to jail, if someone is black and they go to jail, how can they necessarily make it out to ensure that they don't go back to jail?
But
It's
see, I know
difficult.
what I'm saying. See, the barriers that have been created.
It's not about the barriers, Kali. I understand the barriers are there. Barriers are necessarily meant to be broken, and then the only way you can break a barrier is to have an opposite force that is just opposite to that barrier.
What do you mean opposite force?
Exactly.
They need to unite and go against it. Right?
So, like, this guy had made mention to he called it black bully, and then I said, house Negroes that
Yeah, it's house
necessarily,
Negroes, yeah.
like for instance, like the Jay-Z's and those other guys, like the Diddy's and all those people. Bro,
Diddy.
I believe that if black people in America, if black people in America if they actually wanted to find a way out, build a system for themselves, such that they're able to help each other, and not do this crab thinking mentality that everybody's trying to pull down each other and then show that I'm above you and all, they would do it.
I agree. I feel like the first issue, and I say this with all due respect, is the understanding of money. Even they don't have their own money system. Look at other demographics. They keep money within there themselves.
It circulates.
They keep money
But
within themselves.
so for them, they've never had that education.
See, it's not when you have money, you have dedication.
Well, again, I'm like
It
I'm
starts from
pushed.
somewhere.
Yes, I'm pushed
But
to still go out again to.
But see, look at it
defend
this
them
way:
and say,
when your life evolves around the project, I had to put myself in shoes one day. I said, imagine I'm living a project. I know just the project. I breathe the project. I was brought up in the project.
These are bars you are dropping right now.
I used to be a rapper.
in your dead life.
Oja piano rapper.
Or the piano. No, but if that's the only thing I know, right? I ask myself, how do I break out from the project? Because the only way you can break out from the project is someone who is not in the project or who has passed through that system that will
Showing you
probably
the
show
light,
you
yeah.
the light, right? Because remember, you're in a project, whatever they're feeding you on your social media or TV, whatever, will still be about the project. All you know is maybe sell drugs, is that. That's what you're doing. So now, that's why I ask myself, how do you change someone who this all they have known for like 21 years? You're in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. What do you do?
Personally, I feel like that's why communities
Important. Yeah.
need. Yes. And in a community, you always have the elders
We don't have
that
elders now.
provide instructions.
Elders like IJ.
That's
Our elders are in jail. No, their elders are in jail. I want to say no, because my own elders are not in jail. Their elders are in jail.
Yeah, but like Kali said, there needs to be a stream of how to help people. Like you said, 40% have criminal record, and
40 million.
once
Not say black people.
I know, but obviously, but once you like streamline or like limit what those people can do, they will just keep going back to what they know how to do.
But again, let's not
That's
take it away from the fact that out of that 40 million, I don't know, 10 people have made it out.
What do you mean? Oh,
No,
okay,
I'm just saying.
okay. But see, you don't
yeah,
know.
but that's
to
the
us.
thing, though.
There
There will always be anomalies.
Yes.
Because the thing is, I'm looking at that thing, just imagine.
Because even something you did in juvie while you
Okay,
do
no,
can
no.
affect you.
Oh, yes.
No, not can. It will.
It will. What are you saying?
Just a
Your juvie record does not.
Doesn't
Like,
go away
it does
now.
not.
it doesn't
does not
even
go
wipe
away.
it when you're 18.
Yeah.
Okay, look at for example, right? Look at the driving record here, for example. There's some crimes not crimes. There's some laws you break here.
Yes.
It will take you another 6 years to clear it.
Yep.
Your driving system, so it's
Even
clean
your-
again.
How
even
do you know?
insurance.
How do you know that? Which kind of?
If
It's part
there's
of
some
the-
speeding,
It's part of the.
it's part of the
exam
you
Exams
read it.
now.
There's some speeding.
You read it, you
Yo,
read
I didn't
about
know
it.
that sitting there at the back seat, you have to wear your seatbelt. If not, you pay.
There's one paying over 18. You
It's
pay.
you that will pay, not the
Yeah,
driver.
yeah.
You
It's
pay. You pay
and
120.
they pull
No,
you
it's more
over.
than that.
$120 in Mississauga, sir. That's what
Yeah.
the Uber guy was telling me. The guy was like, you pay, man. Like,
There's one I'll pay, not him.
Not
Because you're
him.
over 18. If it's below 18,
Yeah,
you
he'll
What
pay.
if you don't know?
there's no way you don't
The
know.
ignorance of the
There's
law is not an excuse
that
to
one.
break the
you
law.
don't- even if you just came in today.
Oshé lawyer.
That's just the truth. Ignorance of the law.
The
Is,
law.
ignorance of the law.
The
is not an
law.
excuse.
You will never have a lawyer with beats. I have to make that
Yo,
clear.
you have to break that. That's a
That's a stereotype. Break
stereotype.
it.
Break it.
Why do I know? What's my own business with breaking stereotype?
So just go and fill out your application for law school. That's what I'm telling you.
And without that car, they will just chase you away with the red car after the first years.
All your clients they go jail. As they just see you. Client for you.
No, but you know what's funny is that I feel like sometimes I don't want to blame system, but I look at it this way. That was why when Trump passed the bill about the first bill act. So, because see, let me tell you, if you believe this or not, if all of us were in America, if that law applied in Nigeria, most of us here will have criminal record.
Why?
First time offenders. You do have someone then go to 15 years in
You
jail.
think you think we are the same? I'm not like you.
Mama remove himself.
They put me.
There are many things you have done.
Like what?
Okay.
I've never been
In
convicted
this system,
or held
in this system,
for anything.
it will be a criminal record.
You're saying as if
It's him now. It's not like talking.
This one I don't need to count this record. This one will be.
You are mad.
They'll probably throw the key
I've
away.
never been locked up. Not even a
No,
cell.
you don't need to be locked up.
No, I've never.
You have ankle monitors sometimes.
You are mad. Don't go and say nonsense.
But the thing cannot size you because of your leg.
I don't have any ankle monitor. Better than what you are saying.
Anyway, you beat. You don't need ankle monitor for that.
I don't have any ankle monitor.
Yeah,
But like you said, if he applied back home, a lot of people would have been wrecked because of just a single mistake that they made. Some people just ordinary assaults that they feel like, in Nigeria.
Ordinary what?
Ordinary.
Yes, now in Nigeria, you know how many people have gotten away with.
What do you mean ordinary
somebody?
assault?
It's not ordinary.
No, if someone punch you in Nigeria, yes, there's an expectation that you return it.
Yes, now that's
Right?
the culture.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
but
is
it's kind of here to
those
be
are
called
the
self-defense,
things.
right?
Yeah, those are the things. Those are the things.
So the law here, there's a self-defense
No,
law
if
here
someone come into my house
in Canada.
and the person punch me, it's self-defense.
But
man.
what's the proof
so
that he
you
struck
can't-
first?
It
You
doesn't
can-
matter. Now it's gonna be here and say,
You can snuff the person.
no. You come into my house.
What if
There's a
it's
baseball bat.
No,
What if
I'm
it is on the
asking,
street?
what is the limit?
The person comes into my house and
Because I
attack
know in
me.
America you can terminate the person.
No, on the
But
street
here-
it's different. On the street, what's gonna happen now is it's all hearsay, and if there is weakness, then that weakness can break it.
No, I'm asking particularly about the law here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying now. If
Can you execute the person?
Why you say execute, guy? But bro, let's go back to
It's a
in
simple
Nigeria. Yeah, a lot of people have gotten away with something that they
you just talking,
feel
I know what this guy just
Yeah,
said.
no. You have here execution. Yeah, relax. You are going too deep.
No,
Let's
it's
leave the execution talk for now. If it was here, just that assault that happened, it would have messed up with their life,
Which assault?
forever. No, I'm talking about like back in Nigeria, the things people get away with.
What do they get away with?
Okay, take for example now, you have somebody arguing before boom, you punch him, you beat
No,
him
people
up.
don't go up
Don't
like that.
blow
You
your
have to
eye.
go from 0 to 100 like that.
Eh?
Something might happen.
In
In
Lagos.
Lagos.
When people go, but the
This
thing
guy.
is, when you argue with
This
your
guy
friend,
is-
when
he
you
has
argue with
lost
your
touch.
friend, when you
Yeah.
argue with your friend, right? Obviously, you will not go from 0 to 100. I'm talking about outside. That's true. Yes.
Yeah, but me, I'm saying that all those things are bookable offense that they just slide under the table and then they are fine. I'm saying that 5 minutes mistake that you make in Nigeria that you still be fine. If you make that 5 minute mistake here, you are done for life because they'll see it as a prior.
No,
yeah?
you never lay your hand on.
Yeah, but
anyone, right?
they'll see.
Or even
Violence is the
They'll
last
say,
resort.
does he have any priors? That prior of like just hit somebody, just 5 minutes, boom, you are done. That's what I'm trying to say. That if that system was back home, a lot of people would be fucked by now.
couldn't you?
Dami doesn't strike me as a violent person.
Thank you very much for
Anybody-
saying that. I've never been
First of all,
violent
do you
in
know
my
who
life.
his dad? First of all,
I've never even been punched in the face.
You know his
before,
dad,
guy.
Abi, personally.
This one, okay. Where they want to meet. My dad is only in noble situations. And
no.
you
Your dad and the current president have some affiliation. Yes or no?
What do you mean by that?
No, but like
I wish.
good talking points from you guys. Like I'm honestly, because when I look at it and then when I look at that whole situation, so of course you know this guy, Pat, like entertainment and all. So I think I was listening to one of the podcasts. You might know him, Sha. So he was talking about the breakdown of his company ratio and all. So I believe they are 54% Latinos, either 54 or 51% Latinos, and 24% African Americans. This is someone that is Assyrian, and all. So looking at that, I don't want to say most of the people working there are based on representation. No, those guys are putting in the work because they are doing sales. They're doing sales. But for me, the only way to necessarily break out of this situation, and I actually have someone who said, "Oh yeah, I'm comfortable just being being diversity ratio.
Really?
Because of the money now.
I know some like I was literally like I usually ask him that, bro, would you prefer working at a place where your skill is valued, or you just want a place where you're just there to make up the
Accounted.
numbers?
That's very short term.
Listen, man.
Very, very
The
short.
guy said,
because of the
listen, man, I don't care, bro. Like, let me just be part
Just
of
pay
the-"
me.
And some part like that. Mind you, some people just like
Money is on people's
Some-
motivation. They don't really give.
no,
a
there are
fuck
many.
about
There
representation.
are some
Yeah.
people that
He
are
said
most.
some.
I take that back.
No, majority money. No, I won't lie to you. There are guys that the culture is bad, but they're getting 190. They don't care.
I mean, fine, the money is a lot, but don't you think that
Your voice
as
are
an
even changed,
individual?
sir.
No, of course. Like, fine, the money. See, the money is a big. Let's not sit down here and deceive ourselves. The money is always a big
No,
determinant.
it's not a big determination. For
But
me.
at the same time, yeah, don't you think that even while you are earning that money, there's something you can also do? Like, you need to do your own part.
No,
Not everybody
you're,
feels
you're,
the need
you're
to
nobody.
do
So
that.
everybody don't. See, people don't see it.
everybody
Everybody define
feels
work
it.
different ways. Hope you know. Some people just see it
Yeah,
as
A way to get paid.
like something like trade by barter.
Give me this, I give you.
Give me that. If
And
you
give
give-
me my work, you
and
give
when
my
that, I
money.
won't like those people. Some of those people, they have peace of mind. You know why? They don't see it as we are seeing it. Those people, they don't want to care about. They don't care about any advancement. Their own is. Any day this contract is done,
They're off.
off to the next one.
Yeah. Some people.
I know some guys like
Yeah.
that, and they're fine with it. I won't lie. I'm not going to go judge them and say.
You know exactly.
Yeah, but some of
exactly.
us are drivers.
Exactly.
Like,
That-
drivers of change, yeah. One of the reasons is why we are doing this podcast. If we didn't have that kind of mentality, if we had that kind of mentality that you said that guy have, we would not be doing this podcast.
So you're a
About
driver
things like
of
that.
change.
We all are. 4 of us sitting here are drivers
But
of change.
at the same
Yes.
time, you could still do the podcast. So you can just be somewhere getting the cash, and that's your plan B. You have a plan A somewhere. So
that works too.
Life is very dynamic.
Yeah, because you need those people in. You need those people in the workplace too. You know why?
Right.
I won't lie. Those people, I had a guy like that.
Khalid sounds like one of those people.
I had a guy like that.
Khalid, don't like those people.
That make up
Bare
the numbers.
minimum.
No. I don't think so.
No, but for me, it's not about money.
What's it about?
That's it. There's some places you want to wake up in the morning and be like, yeah.
So do you love what you do right now?
Of course, now, I've been doing it for some time, man. So I
For
can't.
how long?
Like, you want to do my reach on my CV?
It's not
I live for some time. Man.
humble brag.
No. It's not what the poker is all about. But those people, like there's a guy, this guy is very funny. If tomorrow we have a big day, more day sales, he's not coming like, it's today? Okay.
He's very relaxed about everything. No pressure.
Let's lay off? Oh, fine. Well, to the next one, Carly. So it makes me like, this guy. So he's not stressing as we are stressing. Again, it might be because that's his nature or something. I
Or
don't
maybe
know.
he has a plan B, like this guy said.
No, that guy don't hunt. That's what I'm telling you.
How do you know?
No, I know him very well, right?
Or
because-
maybe the guy is a trust fund baby, man. Maybe the guy has his pops, he has billions of dollars.
That's what
You
maybe
sound
entering.
you
Just
sound
maybe
a
entering
trust
boss.
fund
I'm
baby.
not.
No, hold on.
Akin
He
sounds
is.
like a trust fund.
Let me tell you why.
I claim
Aki
it.
have never done laundry
I claim it.
That's true.
till he got to this country.
Trust fund baby vibes, bro.
Who does that?
I better go.
Will you not do your laundry back
I
home?
better
Bro,
go.
with
I'm
my
not
hand.
home.
Not even machine.
Oh, I
with my
forgot
hand.
that I live in Mushi. That's fine.
With my hand, bro. Yeah.
I used to watch that here now. It's Kenu soap. Your finger.
Which can shut up your mouth?
Don't wash
Kenu,
anything.
You know wash anything, bro.
Your hand is still even
You look
smelling.
at it, your guy. You
doesn't
don't
even
wash
look at- okay,
anything.
this is
This
a-
one not
fucking
a sweet
done.
anything. You know Thomas Hawked, He's by the shape of his head. You see that place? He's just standing. He hawks something.
Almost started getting bad head at the age of 20.
No, Thomas
He
was
did
from a
some-
very
Listen,
wealthy
you-
family.
What do you mean by
don't,
wealthy?
Dami.
Don't try
Well,
this.
yeah,
Anybody,
And
if
this guy,
anybody
this guy,
tries-
this one that is this guy that is from here.
What do you mean
I
by
won't lie.
wealthy?
I won't lie. This guy.
Classify what you mean by wealthy. Be careful.
No. For you, eh? Like you later in your life met wealth, but before that, like I can imagine. I
Actually,
can imagine your
we
dread smelling onions and something back there.
Actually, we didn't. I didn't actually grow
You
up
met
rich.
well. I know.
I didn't grow up rich. Like,
No, you met well.
I know. Like, I know how my parents worked their
Yeah.
way up.
Same for me. I
Like-
didn't grow up rich. too.
Oga,
Very middle class. Very middle class.
I've
Super middle
never
class.
met anybody
That says me
that
I
passed
never
the,
watch
that,
Coach.
hold on. That passed the age of 21, and he's saying, "Oh, I'm surprised. I just had to do my laundry." What? That's the height of privilege I've ever seen
Bro.
in my life.
Like this guy, no, obviously, he's very
I can never shock
obviously.
I can never shock you.
I'm
I can never
telling
shock
you,
you.
obviously,
Every
they are
kid
very
here
privileged.
from the age of 14, you almost do their laundry.
Bro, I even started earlier than
I'm
that.
like, I'm
Are you
shocked.
whining me?
So let me
Of course, do
let me
anything for human
explain.
labor now.
Let me explain.
Yeah.
Let me explain.
No, you can't explain. The podcast is almost done.
I used to do laundry up to a point. Things got better. Life gets better.
But why didn't you plug this guy when things were getting better? You allowed him to walk. For
I
no
didn't
reason.
know.
Well, yeah. Not as much as
This thing is not staying.
we've tried to do justice and speak about this. I honestly don't think diversity, as someone who looks like what I look like, I honestly don't think diversity should actually matter. I believe that whatever job that is out there, the best person should actually get it, regardless of the color of their skin. And then I also believe that that's actually what makes other people get better. Like I would listen, if I go for a job interview and then I am shitty, when I mean I'm shitty, like I don't meet up to par. I would rather someone gives me that feedback
Reality check.
and say, yo, listen, you need to go and improve. You need to go and get better. You need to go and do X, Y, Z. And then I actually I would take that feedback. Well, okay, you go point person.
But let me shock you. See,
I'll take the feedback well and then go ahead and improve. Instead of me to sit somewhere and then I think that I got this job based on qualifications, rather it's because they're trying to meet up some certain numbers, man.
but see, there's one part we missed out.
Which is what?
You know, in life, right? You can meet unusual favor.
Are we going
Why
religious
this
stance
guy-
now?
No,
Sounds
forget.
like-
Yes,
That
yes,
favor.
we're going there. Let me
This
tell you
guy-
why.
this guy
Let me
started
tell you why.
like TDJ.
Let me tell you why. There are some.
Is that favor?
The way that tap his leg, TDJ.
Is that favor? Is that really favor?
No, T.
Right on, Pastor, right
Let me
on.
tell you. The Bible says you will.
Rapper,
You will
Shanta rapper.
stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. This is not a joke.
Okay, continue.
You will trample on what?
Serpents.
And scorpions.
There are unusual favors that people get, right? You ask yourself,
What's going on here?
Get into this position. But guess what? Dami, ask yourself, in any place you work, there's some people you see like, how did this person get this role? But guess what? You do not ask yourself, how do unusual... See, grace with favor.
Grace favor.
Sorry, grace favor. Why are you always joking? Think
Is
it's a
that
joke.
not what you said?
This is why they are in that part-time work and they told you we'll pay you $7 because of this behavior.
No, I asked for it.
This is where you
asked
start
for it.
sounding prophetic.
No, but I'm telling you, T, whether you believe it or not, life is spiritual. See, there's
I'm
some
not
places.
agreeing
Let me tell you. If you don't believe this, believe this. There's some places where you go in, when you walk in, when you open the door of that office, your aura can change. You can feel something. I belong here. There's some places you walk into, you're like, let me just do this interview and leave. They have not said one word.
You already know. You can read the room.
The smell. Do you understand what smell does? Do you know that's one of the best, shall I say, that's one of the best things that God gave to a human.
Sense of smell.
Sense of smell? Why did you give it if you are blind? You can smell that, what did I tell you when we're coming up the hallway?
Yeah, that
You even said, even if we are blindfolded, I will know that this tea is house.
This
100%.
Yes.
He
If they
said-
blindfold me and
he
bring
said-
me and say, where are we?
Same.
I can say this is
Once
tea.
I smell that beast,
You guys are back to this beans
I
conversation.
swear. Once I
You guys are
come
back
to
to
this
this
way,
beans conversation.
bro, blindfold me, I'll make my
once
way
I
to
smell
Thomas's door.
that
When I open that, when I open the door to this hallway, one of the first smell that came was yabas, onions.
Yeah, I know, right? Thomas, I said,
you
you
were
cannot
talking
deny that
about-
I don't know. But when you now
No,
come
no.
to this hallway, there's a mixture of jollof rice with
No.
beans
No.
and,
See, let me tell you
and
something.
oil.
No.
This is not even. I'm not even. This is not. I'm not even saying this from like. Yeah, I like it. Like, it reminds me of back home.
So he comes to his house to reminisce.
Once I open this bag,
Thomas, do you have some
once I
beans,
open it, I'm
by the
like,
way?
oh, bro.
Do you have some beans for
See
me?
that he's begging for beans.
Thomas, but you know that's what's funny. Even the amount of air freshener I put here, even with he has all the colognes.
Bro.
But every time I see tea, his suit is smelling beans.
My shit, no. Okay.
Yo,
Hold up.
have you guys had this beast before?
I can
Beans
never
and plantain.
I can't eat a beans where the guy slices your onions as if it's suya. I can't do that. That's the crime.
I'm dead.
But
Thomas, is that true?
This is the person. No, I'm not saying it's not
It
good.
slaps, it slaps.
But I don't eat
So see, listen. Kali first and foremost does not like red oil.
Oh, okay.
He does not like sliced
Onions.
onion.
I don't like seeing it visible.
No wonder you can't see now. That's why your eyes.
His
That's why
food
you're
is
wearing glasses.
bare. Like his food
No,
is
you have
just-
to grind it.
I know. I don't understand. Yeah. Is this your wife?
Eat onions.
Why does he look so feminine?
Look at it. I'm just observing your
I will
forehead.
not be surprised if this is well because
It's not possible.
Not possible. She doesn't wear
No,
glasses.
She not even allow you to take
carry it because his face is big again. So he's going to enlarge it. But yeah, man. What are you guys saying for okay, yeah. So this will be your first Canada Day weekend now. What
July
did you
1st.
do last year for Canada Day?
We ain't done now.
Is it this weekend
Oh,
that's
yeah,
Canada
sorry,
Day or the next
No,
one?
This one.
the next one.
this weekend?
This
one.
one. Yeah.
It's cool, so.
But we have to give you advice.
Me,
Happy.
I'll,
No.
Bro,
I'm staying holy.
I'm tired. Bro, I was home. I think I even worked that day because of the time and a half and this thing. I needed the money, bro. But
Are you
this
serious?
year, of course,
What you saying this year? What's going on?
I'll ask Thomas. Don't worry. I know he has plans.
What do you mean?
But I think this year we should have our Colombia fire.
Colombia? Okay.
We do have the Colombia. You know where the university is?
Yeah.
So they have the fireworks.
Oh,
It's always amazing. It's been a while we've seen that.
But we know we can do something.
No, but
sha,
I
guys.
thought last year there were some fireworks.
No, that's
The
not-
St. Patrick's
no,
Day, I saw fireworks. I didn't.
No,
see
no, this
it.
one is it's the city organized it, right?
Oh, okay.
So you see it once at the end of the night. That's the main reason why people go there.
So where'd you
It's like
go?
a community, like it's on Columbia Street.
I thought there used to be like some march past as well. Like I thought there used to
No,
be.
it's not everywhere they do it now.
Where?
Match pass, people wear uniform.
No, I mean like
But the good thing is you
like
just see
carnival?
police.
police and all because I know that.
No.
Oh, okay.
I know, when
There's
I used
some
to-
places, though.
When I used to work with the police, they used to put in like paid duty stuff.
So when is it?
But they have the-
Friday or Saturday?
It's first, yeah,
First now.
First is on which day? Sorry. What is
Saturday.
Saturday.
So they have the. It's actually on a good day. So they have the one of the things I love is the wall planes. So they come and do the display. It's actually nice.
No,
so
where
they fly.
you do
Here?
that in
Yeah, they'll fly
Ottawa?
through. They'll fly through everywhere, almost everywhere. That's
In Canada?
the main place. Yeah. So you see like 5 of them. That's if they're doing stunts. These are the things. That
No, they used to do them back in Nigeria though.
Don't mind him. As
A
if
lot.
we don't used to do
A
our own.
lot.
The last one we did was parachute.
Oh,
Those guys
guys,
jumping.
not.
No, that's
Oga-
not it. That's
Oga,
not.
what
Why
do-
do you like to bring out the bad ones?
I'm being honest.
Or guys don't have this kind
Do
of
you guys
wall
see
plane.
that
No. Listen.
But don't have this kind of wall
I'll be
plane.
honest, yeah.
The guy fell.
I've never been someone who would say, "Oh, Nigeria used to do this." Nigeria. But listen, when Obasanjo was there, of course, like I was so little when Abacha was there, but trust me, when Obasanjo and especially
they used to
Obasanjo
do
was there, trust me, man.
But it
we
wasn't
used
like
we
this.
used to display.
No, you need to see this
Because
one.
he was in the military now. That was military.
See, this one is
era,
different.
so-
If they do try that one in Nigeria, the whole plane will be on the ground. You can't try it.
But you see
This
that
plane
parachute
will
one.
come like this. This plane will
Those
come like this
guys-
and go like this.
How can you be
no.
How can you be in Air
The
Force and not
Nigerian
know how to
Air
come
Force,
down from
we sabi.
parachutes,
Why you
guy?
do like this now?
They don't
No,
fit
they
come down
why
from
you dey fuck
parachutes,
up?
bro. They fell.
No. But those parachutes.
No, they were
You know what?
doing
You
like
know
an
I saw it. I saw
They
it.
did
They
like
fell
an
on the
exhibition.
car park, bro.
Some guys were stuck in trees, bro.
I swear, bro.
And
Air
you're
Force,
telling me they want to fly plane.
Hold on.
Air Force soldiers.
Was it?
It was training. They were doing
Okay,
a
it was
display.
training,
Yeah.
abi?
Yeah, so they
Was it
dropped
training
them.
or display?
Display. It wasn't training,
display,
guy.
oh,
They
guy.
were
It was
displaying.
display. Oh yeah, they were trying to show
They're
their
showing something, so they threw them.
One
from
guy
parachute.
was broken leg.
One
He
guy,
had-
you see the way that guy fell.
was bad. The guy hit the car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Nigeria.
So
in
that's
the nutshell.
what I do. Nigeria is just peak comedy, man.
So
like we are just a comical
they never
country.
practiced. They never.
Bro, I don't
Nothing
know how
they
that
practice,
happened.
they
But
practice.
some fell on the tree. Some, even people were shouting, hey.
No, but it's actually a shame, bro. And
Bro,
and you guys
Air
are
Force can't fly down from
But you know,
parachutes.
those are the things. That, look at, for example, now the banks are even asking people now for social media.
Social media handle because they
There are
people are
things that we
crazy
do. There's not just
Social media handle for what?
to
you
open an account.
Ask KYC. So your grandma now, if she has bank account, she has to
Bro,
create
that one,
Instagram.
there's
Why?
a loophole in that one. You can put any social media account.
Yeah, you
Why?
can put anyone,
Why?
Personally,
You can put-
I'll just put Kali Zone.
Hold on. Why do you need my social media account for?
That-
They want they track you now. You don't want
That's
anything.
They cannot
the
be balling anyhow,
that's
dude.
the new.
That's new one because they know that we always show off there.
This new administration wants to crack down on taxation.
What?
Yeah,
If you
you
don't
know,
pay
you
your
know, you know
tax-
this new administration, the guy is already known for tax before.
It's coming for you, man.
Social media handle,
Yes.
and people are accepting it.
No, that's empty. Why you looking your money in your house?
But they go help you lock your account. Now.
Ah.
Man, I don't even know.
The main thing is start to move your money to places like Satome and the rest of that.
Or Baba Ijebu.
That's not a bad option, Sha. That's not a bad option. Last year for Canada, it was fun.
What
What
did you do?
do?
We were at London. We had lost
You
love.
see why I say I'll ask him. I know my guy now.
We had lost love.
Motives.
Yeah, it was, trust me, it was fun, man. Myself, James,